Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're having a good day. We are back in Utopia today, and we're going to be working on our giraffe habitat, which is next to our entrance building here, which I think has turned out really nice. I'm very happy with that. What I'm going to do first, I think, is get the giraffes into the habitat. So let's have a look. Oh, I haven't got, you know what I haven't got? I haven't got a load of the buildings, have I? So let's quickly get them. I'm going to just chuck some of these ones out the back here. Now what is it I need? Is it just a trade center basically that you need? Let's have a look. Let's just chuck that out here. And then people can come out and get it. Yeah, at least that lets me do the trading, doesn't it? Oh, now, what are they called other than giraffe? Ah, yes, that's it. Reticulated giraffe. Excellent. Cool. Right. I could have done that in this search. I'm not quite awake yet, to be honest. Where are we? Let's get 4 of these. So we've got Salma, Kitwana, Fabio, and Adio. Lovely. Let's get those. Of course, we need some staff. That will help. Invalid destination. I'm assuming that's because I've got no staff. So let's just chuck down a couple of them. And a couple of them. For now, let's just do that. Right, let's try this again. Ah, invalid destination. Okay, why is that? Right, where's our entrance? Would help if I could click on it, wouldn't it? There it is. Incomplete. Oh, really? Why is it incomplete? I don't think it is incomplete. I wonder if it's something to do with this bit here. Oh, this is interesting, isn't it? I don't know why it's telling me it's incomplete when it goes all the way around. And then we have our gate. Let's just click on that again, if I can. There we go. Oh, no, hang on. I don't know why it's saying it's incomplete. This is very strange. Do you know what I'm going to do? I wonder if it is around this barrier here, this bit. So if I get rid of that and then come here, I'm just going to do it like this. It's got a real problem with going over water, hasn't it? I wonder if that's... I don't know why it's not letting me go over water. I mean, it lets me do it like that, which is just weird. So it does let me go over water, but not in all the spots. Okay, let's see if that has helped. It would be really helpful if I could click on it Incomplete. What is going on? Well, this is a mystery, isn't it? Oh, hold on. What's going on here? What is that bit? Oh, that's what's happened. It's not incomplete over there. It's incomplete here. I think I'd snapped it to the wrong side of the door. I think that's what would happen there. So this bit over here is probably fine, actually, connecting to the glass. So let's just try this again. Let's connect to there and connect to there. Just going to bring this glass back down as well. Right, let's try this again. This isn't the best start to an episode, is it? There we go, habitat ready. That was entirely my fault. I'd obviously just snapped to the wrong bit. That's the problem when you do barriers in sort of little hidden areas like that. You can't actually see what you're doing half the time. Anyway, so one other thing I want to do, I don't want this pathway coming in here. So let's get rid of that. And then I want to do a bit more terrain work just over here. Just a little bit. I just want to lift this area up. And I just want to terrain it a little bit. Let's just increase both of these a bit. So yeah, I just want a raised area over here. Like so, and I'll smooth that off. And I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Now we've got this roughen tool. What does this actually do? Wow, that really does sort of roughen it, doesn't it? But I don't really want this rough. I want it more hillsidey. So I'm just gonna kind of smooth this off so it looks a little bit more like a slope than a mountain. That's the kind of thing, and I'm going to kind of continue that all the way along here as well. I'll do a little bit of pulling as well as pushing. So here, for example, I think I just need to kind of pull this out because I don't want all of this to be covered in rocks. A fair bit of it will be. I may shrink. I think that is too high. I think it will look better if that's a little bit lower. Oh, look at that. We've got a giraffe over here already. Oh, does that mean they can swim? I didn't think they would go in the water, but they do. That's interesting. Wow. So they don't really need a bridge, but I kind of wanted to build one anyway, because I didn't think they were going to go in the water. I did not know that giraffes swam. Look at this. Here he goes. Or is he just walking? That's brilliant. They could just walk through it instead of swimming. I wonder if they do actually swim if I made that deeper. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So what I wanted to do over here, yeah, I wanted to create a bit of a little tiered effect just over here. You know, just give them a little sort of raised area here, kind of on the hillside, and then slope this a bit at the back. So that will mostly be covered with rocks ultimately. Kind of, yeah, something like this. We'll sort that out. Then I need to smooth this into a slope. Just a nice gentle slope. So this isn't going to be like a particular area, like a bed area or anything. I just want it. I want to keep the habitats interesting. You know, give them little raised areas here and there. Which means I do need to change the barrier, because at the moment the barrier doesn't go up there. So let's chuck an extra thingy in here, which I can then move a little bit. And let's, yes, I just need to keep adding in extra sections basically. It's not going to let me put one there. Okay, I'll put one there. Right, let's get you there. Very particular with going up and down slopes, I find. Even with a null barrier, which is odd because it's the whole idea is that it's an invisible barrier. So it doesn't matter if it's going up or down a slope, or it shouldn't matter. Apparently it does. There, that will do, I think. Actually, I'll just see if I can move this one over here somewhere. Okay, that's fine. Good, so they've got a bit of a raised area there. So viewing wise, I almost want to do an underwater viewing area, but it's kind of tricky because of how I've arranged it. So I don't think I will. I'll do that with another habitat. I think for now I'm going to keep it like this. Right, let's select this and do a little bit of rock work around this area. So yeah, so the idea is I want the rocks are going to be sort of highlighting slopes and things, you know, kind of covering them. Yeah, that's it. You kind of just sink them in and line the edges here. Lovely. And then I don't know what I'm doing on the edge of this pathway here yet. Oh, we've got people coming in. Totally forgot about that. The zoo is actually open. Didn't really intend for people to be coming in yet, but that's okay. We can deal with that. Right, let's do a little bit here. Let's turn that. Let's just sink that in. Get a little bit more there. Let's see, how's that looking? That's good. And then I want to sort of line the back here as well. So I'll probably put a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? You know what I'm trying to say, don't you? Nope, enrichment. That's what I'm trying to say. Enrichment will go up in that area there. Right, I really need to give them some food. Actually, if I just select the habitat first, I suppose the view is fine. Oh, come on. The view could not be much better, really. Right, food quality 3. Let's get this named. And then let's just quickly give them whatever food it is that they're going to need. So let's go down and select them. Yeah, so not a lot of enrichment actually for these guys. This is their main sort of feeding thing. So I'm quite tempted to put that up there, make that sort of the reason for them to go up there. I think that's pretty cool. And I can give them, you know, a rubbing pillar or two over here as well. And I don't mind them having a sprinkler somewhere. There you go, a couple of sprinklers as well. So they clearly don't need a lot of actual enrichment. Lovely. Right, let's just check their area. Good. They can't get out of the water very much. They can get into it there and they can get out of it there and there. So I think I will put a bridge here because it will make it a bit easier for them to get in and out. Hopefully people are enjoying the view. not falling off the edge. I probably will shut. Look at that, people are walking in the rocks. Of course they are. I probably will close the zoo for now, because realistically, is that person? Oh, I thought she had a blue face. She hasn't. She's got blue hair. Realistically, I don't really need people in the zoo yet, but it does look kind of cool to see how they walk around what I built. This is working because they're all coming around by the windows here, which is what I wanted. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I think for now I will actually close it. Yeah, see, people are leaving because there's no real reason for them to stay, is there? So let's just close the zoo. We don't need people yet. Right, let's do some more rocks, shall we? Around this, around these very big waterfall areas. So this is a bit of a, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. It's lots of random rock placement basically to get this bit looking filled up. And then I'm just going to have to keep on adding rocks basically until I think it looks good. The basic plan. So again, I'm not going to worry about where the water's coming from as such. It's just, you know, the water is just flowing from the top of the hill basically. I'm fine with that. This is always a tricky bit where you've got a big sort of flat side like that on display. You want to hide it without making it look really silly. So it kind of works like that, and then you've got to go with some smaller rocks to try and hide the edges, which is not easy. Obviously you can go with a few like that, but you want it to look real. And that is not easily done. Right. I think with this sort of thing, it works once you put more foliage around. That's when it starts looking really good. See, it's so hard to cover up these edges in a way that looks kind of natural. But I'll get there. Just keep on adding rocks. And then basically rinse and repeat for the other ones as well. So I'm going to do a fair number of these sort of rock fall areas because I do think they look good. See, I think once you've got foliage on there, various other bits of detailing, I think that'll look really nice. And then my thinking is to go in and use these bits to kind of not completely cover in the middle here, but I want it kind of rocky like this, and then up the top here as well. You know, I don't mind obviously some land showing, that's absolutely fine. I think a lot of this land at the back here will probably just get deleted because I don't need all of it. See, I quite like having just a little bit showing like that. And then we can do a little bit more around here. So it's quite repetitive, this sort of thing. But it's in the long run, it does work. And there isn't really a quick way of doing this kind of stuff. Oh, an important alert. I can't find a keeper hut. Yes, you're right. Let me just get one of those put in. Of course they're going to need a keeper hut. Silly me. Right, do you know what I'm going to do with the keeper hut? That's going to be hidden again over here. Right by the entrance there. So I probably will do some staff buildings actually out and about and sort of displayed properly, but for some of them like that, I will just keep them hidden. It's keeper huts and things, all the facility buildings, they're quite repetitive because you have to have so many of them. So I don't really want to keep coming up with ideas for buildings for keeper huts and things. So where possible, where it works, I'll probably do a fair bit of hiding. Right, just got to get this bit looking a bit better. It's all a bit sharp, that drop there, but that's okay. There we go. This is where it gets really hard to do, where you've got this big flat side and you don't want it to look like just a big stack of rocks. It's kind of hard to make it look like anything else, really. So you can do something like this one, and if you do you can kind of get it in and like that. Doesn't look too bad like that. Alright, let's just get rid of that now actually. Oh, that's interesting. Nice. So that looks nice actually, I like that. I quite like having some rocks like that around the splashy bits because it does make it look like it's really kind of tumbling over the rocks, which I think looks really good. Okay, we're getting there. I'm not sure what I'm just going to do just here. I think because that clearly needs to be a bit hidden here, doesn't it? I might just get in that. I might just put an extra splash effect, I think, in there. Okay, we're nearly there. I mean, I think that's starting to look really nice as a hillside, isn't it? It's just this big drop again, but that's fine. I mean, I'll probably, I think this whole thing here is just going to have to be filled in, basically, isn't it? But that's fine. I can just create a little sort of a rocky outcropping there. I'll have to go underwater as well, make sure that it's kind of looking solid underneath. Right, we're nearly there. Lovely, and then just a couple more bits. Okie doke, I think that is looking quite nice now. Still a lot more detailing to do on it. Let's just go under the water here for a second and just make sure. Yeah, so this just needs a little bit of base work down here. Make sure it looks solid, like it's not floating. We don't want floating rocks. I think I'll just do a couple. There we go. Oh, fantastic, look. Giraffe are using their special feeder. Right, just keep checking their area as well. Make sure they can get everywhere. Good, they can. Marvellous. And the keeper comes in well as well. He looks good, even though he's going to walk through the wall. That's fine. Don't mind that. Yeah, that's all good. Okay, so rock work is looking pretty nice there now. I'll tell you one other. Ooh, actually, what other moss have we got? So we've got actual moss here. That's an interesting texture. I quite like it in the right situation. And then you've got, what have you got? We've got like, oh, I see, this sort of thing might look nice up on here. Although we are going to put some proper trees up, but we've got hanging moss as well. So yeah, there's lots of different types of moss. But actually, something I like to do right in the front of these, I love doing this stuff. So I wonder if I can get this looking a more appropriate colour. Like a nice green. That's too green. Okay, it needs to be something somewhere in the middle. It needs to look mossy as opposed to bright or dark, really. Just going to try this, see what it looks like. So you don't need a lot of it. Yeah, I think that works quite well actually. It's very tricky getting the colouring right, but just wanted it to look like rocky, mossy rocks, you know. That's what I was going for. This is the kind of detailing that I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of in this zoo. Because I think it looks good and because it's fun. Hey, you let me know if you like it. If you don't, I won't do it. I do love doing these waterfalls. It's definitely one of my favourite bits of the game. I just think it looks so cool. I mean, it's way over the top really, but hey ho, it's good fun. Right, and then I was just going to put a splash effect on as well, wasn't I? What have we got as far as splash effects are? So you've got fountain, you've got bubbles, water jets, water splash. Is this? Yeah, that's the kind of thing I probably want just there, isn't it? Just so it looks splashy. Or do I don't think it needs to be anything quite that big, does it? No, I think that looks fine. It looks like it's splashing, doesn't it? I wonder about this. What's this effect though? Which one is this? Is that? Yes, it's one of them, isn't it? I wonder if that would look better. I can never work out which way round this one's meant to go. Hang on, let's just let's manoeuvre that. Actually, yeah, I think that will look good. We'll combine the two. Why not? There we go. That looks nice, doesn't it? That's better splashing. Nice. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we've got our waterfalls. We've got our giraffe having a good swim. We're going to need our bridge. I might put a little shelter somewhere. Not sure what. Maybe at the back here, kind of covering an area. I mean, potentially here. I think what I will do here actually is just do a bit more of this rock work in here. I'm not sure what I'm doing sort of next door to this yet. So for now, I'll just sort of cap it off a bit. I'll just create that for now, and then I don't know where this pathway is going to go, what's going to be here, whatever. So I might end up doing something similar to this on the other side. Nice, right. Now one of the other nice pieces, now this episode, I'm going to do a slightly longer episode today purely because I'm only going to record one today. I haven't quite got enough time, I don't think, to do two. Now where was it? Favourites, yeah, so there was in here somewhere our rubble pieces. Here we go. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's a few different ones of these. See, I quite like these. I don't know what for, but I think if you had these the right colours, I think you can. Oh no, you can't colour them. Ah, okay, that's not the pieces that I thought. I thought there was going to be a colour option on those. They're nice pieces anyway, so I will use them at some point. But I thought they were going to look nice sort of along the base here, but I guess actually I would end up coming to this. Actually, let's look at blueprints, because I have got something like, yeah, see, this is a set that I had downloaded. So what has this got in it? See, that's got a nicer set actually here. Look, mossy colour. So they've got, yeah. See, this mossy rock, I think, is probably better than the one I created, isn't? Well, it is better, without a doubt. It's better. It's a more, because it's a rock colour rather than green. Yeah, that's quite annoying. I should have thought about that before I did all of this stuff. Let's just come out of that. I wonder if I can just, yeah, okay, I'm going to replace it. It's time consuming, but I'm going to do it. If I if it lets me select these pieces, of course. So yeah, that's going to be quite annoying. But yeah, I think it's worth doing it. Okay, I'll do that off camera, actually. I will do that when I stop recording, so you don't want to see me do all that. But yeah, this is a lovely set of rock, actually, here, where they've got the yeah, they've really got the colouring right, and I think this will look really nice, actually, kind of detailing around the base of these rock areas. I think it just adds another layer of detail, which I like. So not too over the top, I don't think. Actually, that's floating. You don't want that. But I do like it. I really do like it, and I think it will look nice around the edge here. Again, it's quite a time consuming and quite a high level of detailing, I guess, but I think it's worth it. Always tricky to do it on a slope, obviously, because it kind of looks like stuff's floating, doesn't it? But yeah, I think this is definitely good. I think this looks really nice. Again, you have to be careful not to go sort of massively over the top with it. So You don't need to just do a thick layer all around the edge, because that will look a bit silly. You have to just try and judge it right. Okay, that's looking nice. So I've still got to work out what I'm doing to cover this. Some sort of tunnel for the water to flow through here. I may copy this sideways a little bit and then create some sort of actual archway under there. So I still want to do that. I still want to do a bridge here somewhere. I'll do a bit more rock work as well, actually, while I'm just thinking about it. Just around the water's edge here. This isn't an area where the giraffe can get up and down anyway, so it kind of makes sense to, it would be quite solid, I think, with rocks. And then kind of not all of it covered with rocks, but kind of just shrink it down a little bit. And again, just check their area. Ah, I see I've messed something up there now, haven't I? They cannot get across anymore. Ah, is that because I put... Ah, now they can't go... They can't get through there, it's too narrow. Ah, okay. Bad idea. For now, at least. That can come back, I guess, once the bridge is in place. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's leave it like that for now, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. I'm still not sure what I'm doing with the path here. I'll probably create a bit of a plaza area down here. See, this doesn't really work for me just here. So I don't know if I might even separate these. I might keep this one a bit shorter and then raised and have a little viewing area there, I think. So I think if I, let's have a look, if I just get rid of that and that, that's going to be tricky to replace, I think, isn't it? Let's have a look. Let's just get the right path on. Is it that one? Cobblestone? No, it's that one, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. I can do it like this. I think if I keep this square, let's just check the levels. Yeah, I think that's going to work. And then if I can play around with the rocks, move the rocks down and create a nice sort of maybe a glass edge there. In fact, I think just at the end here, I think if I just bring that down and create an upslope. No, hang on. No, you need it. I need it. Where are we? See, it's there. I want... The length is still 1, but that's way too long there. Hang on, let's try and get this straight. It's not going to go straight, is it? There we go. Really hard to keep that straight. Okay, and then there we go. Yes, then I can go flat. like so. There we go. So then I can have a little viewing area here with a glass side, and then another one here with a glass side to look at this bit. And then maybe if I do a little, maybe I can put some bedding on here and have a little shelter, and that would kind of make sense why there's a viewing area there. Yeah. Or I could turn it into like a, no, I was going to say an interactive sort of feeding zone, but no, I don't think so. I think just rocks and then a glass edge and a glass edge here. I think that'll work. And then this pathway can then lead off elsewhere. Yeah. Oh, it's very complicated, isn't it? So much to think about. Just wondering as well whether I want to create like a rock edge to this, or if I want this to be a bit more formal. So I do like the look of the rock edging, but I don't want to go over the top with rocks. I want to have different textures and stuff around, and it's, you know, not the whole zoo is not going to be full of this because it is very repetitive and time consuming. It's just this initial area really, and then we'll move on, and who knows what the rest will look like. I certainly want to do a lot of terrain work, this kind of thing where you have the raised levels, but on a bigger scale. This is obviously a very small area. It's because I guess it is a relatively small area for the giraffes. I don't know if it. Ooh, that's an idea. I could make this bigger for the giraffe actually. Potentially I could have it so they can come under here and continue their habitat on the other side, because it is quite small, and I reckon, yeah, the giraffe would definitely be able to walk under here if I let them. That's a possibility. So there's lots to think about, because now that you've got all the water in there as well, the actual land space isn't that big in there really, is it? Whereas obviously giraffe are big animals. They do need quite a lot of space. So yeah, maybe. Or I could even shrink this and just keep it to one layer and then have the path coming off of here and down. That would kind of make sense. I'll tell you what, I'll think about it off camera, and we'll see what I do next. So I think this might be a bit too big here. It looks a bit chunky, doesn't it? So yeah, maybe I'll do that. We'll see. Lots to think about, lots to do. We're just going to crack on really, and sort of make it up as I go along, but at the same time I am trying to plan ahead with things too. So but yeah, we'll see where we end up. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day there. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. It's been a little bit higgledy-piggledy, but we're getting there. Hopefully you can kind of get the idea of where I'm heading with this zoo. You know, much sort of bigger scale, and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to do lots of things like this, lots of buildings in the rocks and things like that. Lots of nice big walkways as well. So yeah, it's going to be quite a project, and I'm enjoying it so far. I'm having a lot of fun, so hopefully you guys are too. Please do let me know. Leave me comments if you've got anything you want to say. If you're having fun, you can whack the like button for me. That helps me out tremendously. I really appreciate that. And obviously you've got any thoughts or ideas as well, please do tell me. But let's leave it there, and hopefully it won't be long before I get to do some more recording, and see you again in the next episode. Until then, take care and bye for now.